confirmation bias, a hasty generalization. Coffee causes cancer. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, subscribe. Today we're going to be talking about something that's absolutely critical in our information-driven world, and that is critical thinking. How to think critically. Have you ever fallen for fake news, made a decision you later regretted, gone along with something that you wish you hadn't, struggled to form your own opinion on a complex topic? If you've answered yes to any of them, don't worry, we all have. Critical thinking isn't something we're born with, it's a skill we develop over time. And experience is an excellent teacher. So you can take those mistakes you've made in the past and use them to help you learn to improve your critical thinking skills. Today, I'm going to share 5 powerful strategies you can use to enhance your critical thinking skills further. But before we dive into those powerful strategies, let's clarify exactly what critical thinking actually is. Critical thinking is the ability to actually analyze information objectively, evaluate evidence, and recognize patterns. Critical thinking enables you to form reasoned judgment, to make reasoned judgments. It's about questioning assumptions, including your own, and not taking information at face value. The word critical doesn't mean being negative or finding faults. Critical actually comes from a Greek word, kritikos, which means able to discern or judge. So critical thinking is actually about making better judgments based on careful analysis of the facts you have available. Strategy number 1, question everything. This is your first and perhaps most important strategy. Question everything, especially your own assumptions. When you encounter new information, ask yourself, what's the source? What evidence supports this claim? What have I witnessed with my own eyes? Are alternative explanations available? What biases might be influencing this information? What biases might the people presenting this information to me have? What biases might I have that affect how I interpret this? Let me give you a real world example. Say you see a headline that says, study shows that coffee causes cancer. Before you share or believe this information, ask yourself, who conducted this study? Was it peer-reviewed? What conflicts of interest could the people conducting this study have? How many participants were there? What was the sample size? Does this information contradict other published research? Do I drink coffee? Might this information be stirring some kind of emotional reaction within me? This questioning mindset is your first line of defense against misinformation and hasty judgments. viewpoints. Strategy 2, seek diverse perspectives. I love it when people question my beliefs, when people want to challenge my perspectives. I'm very open to hearing other people's opinions, but many people aren't. I intentionally seek out alternative perspectives, and if you start doing this, you're going to notice yourself being able to think more critically, having more discerning judgment. So seek out diverse perspectives, especially those that challenge your existing beliefs. Our brains naturally prefer information that confirms what we already believe. This is known as confirmation bias. To counter this confirmation bias, seek information from as wide a spectrum as possible. If it's a political thing, read news from across the political spectrum, not just from your political standing. Look for information from people that have an opposing political standing. Follow experts that have different viewpoints on social media. Have respectful discussions with people who disagree with you. Look for the strongest arguments against your position. This doesn't mean all positions are equally valid. Some claims may be demonstrably false, but it's important to have exposure to diverse viewpoints. Having exposure to diverse viewpoints helps you build empathy for other people's perspectives, understand complex issues more thoroughly, identify weaknesses in your own reasoning, develop more nuanced positions. Strategy number 3, master logical fallacies. Learn to identify common logical fallacies, the errors in reasoning that can lead us astray. There's the ad hominem attack, attacking the person instead of their argument, attacking the individual as opposed to the information they're presenting. The false dichotomy, when someone presents only 2 options when more than 2 options actually exist. The appeal to authority. Don't believe something just because an authority figure says it. Question everything, especially authority. The slippery slope, claiming one small slip will lead to severe consequences. A hasty generalization may lead to drawing conclusions with insufficient evidence. Once you can spot these fallacies, you'll notice them everywhere. You'll notice them in advertising. You'll notice them in political speeches. You'll even notice them in your own thinking. This awareness helps you evaluate arguments more critically and develop stronger arguments yourself. Strategy 4, practice structured thinking. One powerful technique you can use to start to implement more structured thinking is to use the 5 whys. When analysing a situation, ask yourself why 5 times. It will help you get to the root cause. Another technique you can use is the Minto pyramid principle. Start with your conclusion and then group supporting arguments, and finally provide evidence for each argument. You could also try mind mapping to visualize connections, pro-con lists for decision making. These structured approaches prevent you from making snap judgments, and they help you to organize your thoughts systematically. And finally, number 5, embrace intellectual humility. Our final strategy might be the most challenging. Intellectual humility means acknowledging the limits of your intellectual knowledge, being willing to change your mind when presented with new evidence, separating your ideas from your identity, not identifying with your political beliefs, not seeing these things as who you are, being open to changing your position when new evidence comes to light. Celebrate being wrong. It's an opportunity to learn. The most critical thinkers aren't those who are never wrong. They are those who can admit when they are wrong and adjust their position accordingly, adjust their thinking accordingly. Remember, changing your mind isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of intellectual growth. So let's recap the 5 strategies we've covered in this video. Number 1, question everything, especially your assumptions. Number 2, seek diverse perspectives. Number 3, master logical fallacies. Number 4, practice structured thinking. And number 5, embrace intellectual humility. Critical thinking isn't just an intellectual skill. It's essential for making better decisions, avoiding manipulation, and understanding our complex world. I challenge you to pick one of the strategies I've spoken about in this video. Practice it this week. Let me know how it goes for you in the comments. Also, let me know in the comments if there's been times that you can think of, maybe recently, where critical thinking could have benefited you or someone else. Times recently where you wish you'd been able to use these techniques. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. See you next time.